Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Has everybody got full stomachs and ready to take a nap? All right. Well, as Randy said, I am Lisa J. I am the CEO of Magic Table Media Group and the publisher of Destination Food and Travel Magazine. And if that's kind of going, what's going on? We just did a rebranding this month. It's our anniversary of our 17th year in business. And we decided to, I guess, be more forthcoming of what we really aspire and write about and talk about in the publication, and just be more in fact of what it is. And it's so far being very well received. I do have some magazines with me, so I'll hopefully have enough to go around. With that being said, for the past 17 years, I have been telling people where to go. And I know a few of you probably have already heard that many times. I usually get the crowd to definitely stop and not know what to do or say, or there's a few extra comments. But today I want to tell you how to make them come to you. So before we dive in, how, I want to give you the why. Statistics show that customers who interact with a business across multiple places, whether it be print, social media, in person, spend 30% more over their lifetime. We're not just looking for a like on Facebook. We're looking for a 30% increase in your bottom line. Eden and our very small rural community towns, they are the roots, the foundation of our country. You make people feel important. You make people want to shop with you, that they get to interact with you. They get to hear your story, feel the passion behind your business. When you or I or us, any of us, walk into Walmart or a big box company, how does it make you feel? Exactly. You're just a number. It's like cattle running it through the chute. You're nothing but a transaction to them. So, the Walmart versus Main Street. The struggle is real. Big corporations spend millions of dollars trying to look local, but the people right here, right now, in this room are who is actually the local. And that's what is important. Think of your business like a physical table. One leg is your storefront. One leg is your media. Your social media, I should say. One is your print presence. And one is your Google listing. How many legs I got? So, social media, print presence, Google listing, and your storefront. That's 4 legs. If one is shorter than the rest, the table's going to wobble. So, I have a task. If everyone would take out their phone and look up your business. Who has a photo from the last 7 days on your profile? Anyone? Yeah? And what's your business?
Acts for Autism, nonprofit.
Ah, fantastic. You have a ribbon cutting coming up, I think?
Yeah, we have a major event coming up on Saturday.
That's right. So with that, this creates, if belonging improves your marketing is working, it's where with that, it's, oh my goodness, my head's spinning, guys. I get so excited about this stuff, my head goes faster than my mouth does. When it ties all together, if that information's not there, people can't find you. They don't realize it. So if everyone could turn to your neighbor, spend 60 seconds learning what that person does. I know, right? Yeah. It's kind of hard with everybody else spread out like it is. Just yell at each other, I guess,
Carrie, what do you do? I work at the chamber. Oh, awesome! What do you do? I work at county tourism. I'll visit you one day. Yes. What? Carrie, I just have a computer.
You need to know what to do if you come.
Yes, yeah.
So, granted, everybody here really knows everyone, and that's what's great about a small town. But the next best thing is when you go to post something on your social media, whether Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, tag your neighbor, include them, because that actually could be bringing in their client base to you. Share the wealth, work together as a team. It takes a village to make things work. And when we work together, we prosper so much more. Another little example I thought of is that if you put a text, just straight words out on Facebook, Instagram, we want to reward our local fans. Mention a secret word, like river, for example, at the register this Saturday for a free item or discount or something like that. The results will be like to see how many people actually come through and whisper that secret word to see how well is your social media working for you. Don't forget to tag people. Big thing is tag Explore Eden NC, Shop Eden, Eden Chamber, Rockingham County. I mean, you need to be tagging all of this. You need to encompass it all, because you never know what kind of cross promoting you can get done by that. I tell a lot of people in town, tag us, tag the magazine. Our magazine is global. It's a large publication in a small format is where we do it. And we love what we do when we do that. So when you take photos for work, wanting to share things, your hero face, atmosphere, detail, community, people don't relate to perfection. They relate to passion. So show the flour on your apron or on the floor. Show the messy room where all the shirts are in a pile. Take those pictures. Show that, hey, you're in it to win it. You're here working and doing what needs to be done. Um, Perhaps a group photo of the team. Get those out there. People relate to people. For example, when our publication did the very first editorial and story on Grown and Gathered, the event sold out really fast. And they even had people show up from Charlotte to come to Little Eden for the Grown and Gathered dinner. And as of the last one I went to, they were still coming to that dinner and have made a lot of friends and connections in town. So it's amazing your reach when you do tag and share and be consistent. That can actually be put into something like if you were to put it on your Facebook page or your social media or your other Instagram, social media, then you can put it link onto your website or even an email newsletter. So I have a question. If you were going to be in destination food and travel, what would your magazine headline be? What would be your headline for your, for you and your business? Think about that. What do you want people to see you as? What do you want them to go, oh, I need to go there? Because a lot of the people in my publication, they're not all destinations. I have an attorney, I've got different types of business in there, but you got to think about how can I grab these people and get them to me? Because not everybody here is a destination. We as a whole are a destination for Rockingham County and Eden. So you got to think outside the box of how do I and what do I do to get the people to come to me? Anybody got an idea what they would want theirs to be? I know you'd have something right out the gate. Catherine.
I think for the chamber, it's kind of easy because we are now a visitor center.
Right,
So, like visitor center, come on over.
certainly. But Catherine, what about you?
For which part?
To be for the magazine. If you had a headline that you would be, what would be your
Oh,
headline?
for the magazine.
Yeah, what would be a headline for you?
I love to travel and I love to eat, so I would want to make it to where it's personal to me, so that maybe somebody can relate to it. So I don't have one off the top of my head,
Yeah,
but it would be fun and catchy.
yeah. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Anyone else? Interesting. Trying to see who I have in here that I know that I can actually play on their business. Eddie, builder, right? Yeah.
Mine would probably be, powering the growth from demos to dream deals, I don't know, something on that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that would, that, okay, that would be good. So, your growth engine of a rural business I don't want you to leave here feeling like you have climbed a mountain and marking's marathon. It's a sprint. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Backwards. Here's how we break it down into 3 manageable bites. So your first goal is fixing your digital front door. So before you invite guests over, you sweep the porch. So this week's all about accuracy. You need to check your Google page, your Google business page. I know, Eddie, we've talked about yours. But you need to look and make sure that everything is identical across the board. You know, is the name the same? Your font's the same? Your, colors are the same. You want that consistency across everything, no matter what. It's amazing how many times I will go to do some research and I literally am going to 3 different places just to find any kind of correct information because of the Google is not kept up. The Facebook says one thing, the Google page says another thing. Instagram's like clueless. So you got to make sure everything is on the same page. If you haven't claimed your Google business profile, you need to do that and upload a new photo and a fresh product. This builds trust with the good old robots of algorithms so that when a human actually searches for you, you actually show up. So now they can find you, let's give them a reason to love you. So your story. Why did you start your business? And again, a lot of guys in here, I think I've seen and heard, you are either working for a larger corporation to some degree. Am I correct on that? Who is independent? There's a few. Okay. Big thing is telling your story of why you started your business and let that ripple out. Post a behind the scenes photo, team doing video. In a world where people buy from people, stories create emotion. That's your hook. It turns a stranger into a regular. So am I making sense? Hopefully. The goal is capturing that 30% increase. We all want an increase in our bottom line, correct? Create the bridge between the physical and digital world. Perhaps put a QR code on your counter that leads to your email sign up. I call ours the ADD update, but I have multiple reasons to call it ADD, but I'll make it nice and be announcements, deals, and dates. But when you think about it, it's true. You need to make your announcements, any kind of deals going on, and the date of what's going on. Tag your neighbor. It's kind of like a digital high five. Always remembering that 30% statistic. Once your customer finds you, they tend to stay in your world. You aren't just hopping or hoping that they come back and you're inviting them back. So number 1 is all about trust. 2 is about connection. 3 about loyalty. You do one of these each week. By this time next month, you won't be just a business on the map. You will be a destination. So marketing in the real world isn't just about being perfect. It's being present and consistent. Now you can go and tell them where to go. So consistency beats intensity. And don't build your house on rented land. That's all the social media is. Build the land you own, whether it be emailing or print, or both. Capturing those emails, those are going to be definitely a big one for you. Your Google listing is your digital front door. Keep it swept, keep the digital cobwebs away. And first and foremost, it's always about consistency. It's got to be where everything looked the same, branding the same. I mean, I don't know how much it's going to be beat into you today, because
Oh, it's important.
it's extremely important. That's why I'm sitting here going, okay, they said that, they said that, they said that. And I'm like, I don't want to sound like a recording, you know, but I'm like, that's what they said. But it's the truth. With my publication, 17 years, rebranding, I was terrified. We were really kind of throwing it back and forth for about 4 or 5 months now. And we've done it, and it's being very well received. I love telling people where to go. It's a passion of ours that we just get out and go and explore and find somewhere that's in your backyard that no one might not have known about. Your businesses could be one of those. You never know. So, and that's the thing. In the world of technology nowadays, my God, everything is coming at us like we're literally playing dodgeball with 10 people trying to hit us, because there's so much that's inundating us that how do we find the one that we really want to take and absorb? So you've got to be that one to stand out. So you really got to step out of the comfort zone. I'm doing it today. And just get out there and experience it, try it. So if you gum it up a little, you'll learn from it. You do it better the next time. At least that's what I'm hoping for, you know. But has anybody got any questions for me? Get me off, you know, me rattling. Yes, Randy.
So I had to travel a little bit last month, and I had to go through Statesville,
Yes.
and I saw Randy Marion Chevrolet,
Mm-hmm.
and I lit up and I was like, "That's Lisa J's friend."
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Randy Marion, he's got 13, 15, I think it's up to 15 dealerships now. And this man started out literally sweeping floors. And so, I mean, again, you know, you put your nose to the grindstone, you work hard. He was nothing but a little country boy out in Statesville in Iredell County. So it can be done. You know, it just, I don't know what else to say. I know I'm not born and raised in Rockingham County, but I've been here 7 years. At our home, we've been here, 20 before we got married. So yeah, the other half's back there. So I had to get confirmation there. But yeah, we started our publication literally on a whim, and to where it was like, we don't want to work for anybody else. It was kind of just ridiculous to do it. It's like, let's do our own thing. And that's what we did, and we have been so blessed and amazed at all the wonderful people that we get to meet and work with and socialize with, grow with, help grow. It's been absolutely amazing. And I know I probably went way too fast, because, you know, I do when I get nervous. But yes.
So, for your magazine.
Yeah.
do most people come to you to want to be published, or you seek them?
Can be both ways. I do have, people that will reach out and say, hey, I want to be in, and we'll work things out. Otherwise, I'm going to them, calling on them and saying, okay, let's see what we can do and put something together and make things happen. So, for example, Rockingham County, I've been working with Eden consistently now for 13, 14 years. Not only do we promote them in the publication monthly, we also created and built the website Explore Eden. We do that as well. We do quite a lot of other things other than the publication, but a lot of times I kind of keep that close to the chest, just so I don't want to encroach on other possible people that might be doing things and that be their only business. I do the reach out when it's my client. I'll tell them, okay, I can do all of this too. So that way they know that keep it all together, again, helps consistency and that repetition of, what you need for your branding. I don't know if I have anything else, and I've got 10 more minutes. I don't do a dance or anything. So.
We need a dance, Lisa.
Well, I would have been much more comfortable if I'd have just rolled up in here on my motorcycle in my jeans and my t-shirt, my hair in a ball cap. But, I tried to be all nice and prissy for you today. So, because that's the way you'll most of the time see me.
You hit it out. I was going to ask, what's your main mode of transportation during the warm months?
Yeah, yes. Most of the time, if you guys don't recognize me like this, I'm usually in jeans, boots, and t-shirt and a ball cap, or because I had helmet hair because I had a motorcycle helmet on my head. But yes, I do typically run around all over town on my motorcycle.
And she delivers on her motorcycle.
Yeah, I'll deliver the magazines to people. If I'll do sales calls on my motorcycle if I can get away with it, just because it's enjoyable and it's so much more fun than being in the Jeep. So, but yeah, so there could have been many times that you guys have probably seen me or passed me, and I've probably even been in tennis shoes, yoga pants, and a ball cap, running around delivering magazines with no makeup on and just, running around. But, I do have magazines for everyone if anyone's interested. That way you can see what we offer, what we do. And I promise I will not rattle off and rattle so much next time we talk. But, if no one has anything else, then I'll hop off here.
Thank you.
Thank you.